Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to talk and give you guys some tea, okay? While sipping my coffee. But I'm going to jump right into it. This video is not going to be too long because I might talk about it in another video or many videos to come. But I just want to talk about being a mom. And not only being a mom, but being a mother of 4 or multiple kids. Whew, where do I start? Where do I start? Because there's no perfect place to start, okay? But from the time you get pregnant to the time your kids are in your hands, growing them every day, it's one of the hardest things, but one of the most beautiful things you can experience. It's hard because you have to be everything to these kids, everything, no matter if it's one child, four kids, or 10, no matter how much you have to put everything into this. It's a full-time job, as they say. It is not a job, if you look at it, but some people say it's like a job 24/7. You have to do this. You can't just say, okay, I give up, I want to walk away from this. This is something you have to be dedicated to. And when you're a first time mom, it can knock you for six, yeah, especially because I'm from the Caribbean, and we say things like, oh, or even if you're from some parts, anywhere actually, some people say you need a village to grow a child, or you need a lot of people to grow a child. Sometimes that is true, because a lot of times you get pregnant with the first child and you just don't know what to do. Sometimes even after having 6 kids, you just don't know what to do. So it always takes a lot of people. Sometimes it takes a lot of knowledge. It takes trying and doing, and something you do every day. You're just going to keep learning. It's a learning curve, okay? Everything is a lesson, so you have to take it as an experience, and don't be too hard on yourself for certain things that you, for instance, you want to be a perfect mom or perfect dad or parent or guardian. So you think that we have to do things by the book or a certain way. There's no perfect way to do this, um especially when you're pregnant and you want to have the perfect pregnancy or birth. Things happen, you never know what's going to happen. I gave birth 4 times naturally, no epidural. I only had gas in there, so I'll definitely say that's natural in my, because I didn't have no painkillers. If I even took a paracetamol, I was vomiting it. TMI, but we're talking about being a parent and pregnancy and everything. So it is hard on us moms that we're not allowed to take certain things when you're pregnant, because it's going to affect the babies in pregnancy, blah blah blah. And then you start to think, okay, so if I'm not allowed to take these things when I'm pregnant, maybe I shouldn't take them after having this baby, because I'm going to be breastfeeding or whatever it may be. I want to be the healthiest person ever for my child. But sometimes it can be hard, because even after giving birth and your body goes through this trauma, your baby goes through this trauma as well of childbirth, because it's kind of like a trauma. It's very, very stressful on both parent and child. You both need a rest, and a lot of times parents don't get that rest. And it can be stressful, because this can lead to depression, stress, anxiety. It can lead to many different things, and you have to be very, very wise and be careful. Look at yourself, pay attention to yourself, and the way you move, the way you do things, the way you think, um because you don't want to fall off balance, because your baby can become your world, and then you kind of forget about yourself. I went through that. I think that many moms even dads go through that too. Believe it or not, dads go through postnatal depressions just as moms do. They go through sleepless nights, um and even through childbirth. A lot of kids, new babies, newborns, and if you're married or with someone, sometimes the mom passed away during childbirth, so that could be another trauma, a traumatic experience. So you have to know that this is an experience. Don't be too hard on yourself. Nothing is by the book, or you just learn as you go along, okay? It's like love. You learn to love a child the more every day you see them, and you grow them, you nurture them, you care for them, right? So it's similar to being a parent. We try to be the nurse, we try to be the stylist, we try to be the nutritionist, we try to be everything that we can to make sure this child grow up to be what they're going to be. And also we have an idea of what we want them to be, which doesn't always work out. But We have to realize that everybody, every child, every person has a different personality. And I'm learning this right now with my 4 boys. I got 4 boys and they're all different personalities. There's sometimes that people be like, oh, they have to be like this or they have to be like that. And I'm like, they're all different people. You have to accept them for who they are differently, not just by star signs or whatever, just by who they are. And you have to learn to nurture them that way and accept them and grow them to make sure that they learn to love themselves. Because I'm learning about self-love, acceptance, and all of that. So I'm trying to teach my kids right now, so when they get older, they know how to accept themselves and start loving on themselves from now. Okay, so it is hard to be a mom. It's even harder to grow kids by yourself, even if you're a single mom or by with somebody or with family around. It's still hard. But as single moms, or if you're separated or going through a divorce, it's even harder because you don't want your kids to be hurt. You don't want to put your kids through any kind of any more trauma, any more problems. So you try your best so hard every day to make things perfect, and sometimes it doesn't work. You end up getting headaches, you get stressed, you get tired, you're not sleeping, you're not eating right, you put yourself last because you want to put your kids first. It is not easy being a mom. It's not easy being a mom. But one thing I can assure you, your kids will love you for your dedication and your motivation. Is going to make them see that you was always there for them, you never neglected them. Even if somebody else did that, they will know that you're always there for them, even when you're tired and you have to wake up to get ready for school or ready for whatever it may be, you know, when they have to comb their hair, give them a bath, make their dinner, iron their clothes or wash their clothes, wipe their bum, change their nappies. Breastfeeding alone is like a full-time job. And I'm still breastfeeding. Okay, my son is almost 2, he's 20 months old, so it is still hard for a mom of 4, or I've got my eldest just turned 14, so it's not easy to have a big gap like that. And it's not even easy just to have like a group of kids under a certain age. For instance, I got 3 under 10, and most of the time it's like my own little nursery, so I homeschool them. I make sure everything's fine. I make sure that they have their own separate things they're interested in. I don't force them to do things at times, but sometimes you do have to put force. But you have to make them try and be as creative as they can be and be their own person as possible. But when it comes to you as a mom or a dad, you have to make sure you have your bath time, or maybe your meal time, or a movie time, or even for a walk, whatever it may be, or a little drive around the area or whatever you like to do. Just make time for yourself. Make sure that you're not neglecting yourself. Make sure that you even get a little power nap now and again. Um, but you can do this. It's not going to be easy, okay, especially if you're by yourself, especially in these times when you don't have much family around that can help you. You have to be strong within yourself and know that it's going to happen. You're going to get through this every day. It's possible, okay? Your kids are going to appreciate you more and more and more and more and more and more every day, okay? We have to be mindful of this, that we're doing this for the most highest purpose of your kids and for yourself. Don't feel like life is hard, everything. Why did I get myself in this situation? I shouldn't have had so much kids. People say this a lot, and I want you to look at the opposite side. Change your perspective a little bit and let it. You have a blessing in your life, and if it's 10 kids or more, I know that it might be hard in your pockets, in mind, body, and soul. I know. Okay, I know. But there's always help out there. Just ask for help. You never know where it's gonna come from. Keep being motivated, keep manifesting. You are gonna reach the goals that you want to reach for you and your kids. Okay, don't give up. Do not give up. All right, so I wish you guys all the best. I hope that you got my sons. I could hear him, well, standing there. I hope you guys subscribe to my channel if you want to see any more videos like this. But I do have tons of different things on this channel. I do cooking videos, I do unboxings, shopping hauls. I'm going to be doing lots more different things coming, so make sure you guys check out my channel if you're interested in any of those things. But I do have lots more talking videos coming, pep talks. Just don't give up on yourself. That's all I'm going to say. This year is a year just to be You know, even if you have to put some makeup on, you're not going anywhere. Comb your hair, you know, shave your legs, your armpits, wherever, you know, put some makeup on if you don't want to wear makeup, put some coconut oil on, almond oil, whatever oil, olive oil, comb your hair up, twist your hair up, wrap your hair up, put some Vaseline lip gloss, and just be happy. Take your kids out, make them laugh, just appreciate them, take care of them. Don't be too hard on yourself, okay? You're doing your very, very best, and I'm sure that within years to come, you're gonna see that you have been a brilliant mom. You've been the best you could ever be. All right, so take it from me, another mom, to you. You are doing very, very well, okay? So I love to see you guys again, so don't forget to come back now. Bye, guys. Take care of yourselves and show some love to you and your beautiful kids.